Think Ben Simmons can still be a point guard for a championship team like the one you guys want to become?
Yeah, David, I don't know that question or the answer to that right now. So I don't know the answer to that.
What do you, when you say get in the gym with him, what needs to be done? I mean, obviously this is fresh.
Yeah, I mean, that's between Ben and I.
Ben, Doc said that there's work to do, and he and you need to get into the gym. What do you think the work is that needs to be done, and I guess prioritized? Is it free throw shooting? Is it being more aggressive? Is it perimeter shooting? What is it in your game that you think you need to improve first?
I think all of it. You hit on all of it. I ain't shoot well from the line this series. Offensively, I wasn't there. I ain't doing enough for my teammates. There's a lot. There's a lot of things I need to work on.
You gave up.
Hey Joel, what was the moment for you personally tonight where your belief in what you had in terms of this being the Sixers' year turned to the recognition that it just wasn't going to happen?
Man, I'll be honest. I thought the turning point was, when we, I don't know how to say it, but I thought the turning point was just, we had an open shot, and we made one free throw, and we missed the other, and then they came down and scored, and we didn't get a good possession on the other end, and Trey came back and he made a three, and then from there down 4, and then it's on me. I turn the ball over, try to make something happen from the perimeter, but I thought that was a turning point.
I never thought the day would come when we would all be slandering Ben Simmons over a Game 7 loss, and this situation has become sadder than it had to be. Last night, as we all know, Philadelphia lost Game 7 against the Atlanta Hawks 103-96, and there's been a lot of news around Ben Simmons and his horrendous play this series, and one could even say the whole playoffs, but again, the Philadelphia 76ers come up short once again, and there's a lot of fingers to be blamed at, and there's a lot of people who need to be, just rediscussing the offseason and what's going to happen next. But before we discuss that and what's going to happen with Ben Simmons, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on the bell for more videos just like this one. And with all that being said, let's get right into the video. So as we all know, Atlanta won yesterday Game 7. Now they're going to the Western Conference Finals, which I would never expect that. But, this video is going to be centered around Ben Simmons and his horrendous play. Last night, Ben had 5 points, 13 assists, and 8 rebounds, shooting 2 for 4 from the field goal. This man shot 4 shots in a playoff game. 4 shots. That's ridiculous. And he played 36 minutes, man. I have so much to rant about. Get in the comment section, let it all out. Let me know your thoughts on Ben Simmons, but I'm about to get right into it. Last night, Ben Simmons played absolutely horrible. Nothing good to say about him. As we all know, the now pretty famous and blown up, social media, clip of him passing up a wide open layup in the fourth quarter with like 3 or 2 minutes left when he had an easy wide open dunk. He was right underneath the rim, but he decides to pass it to Matisse Thybulle, and then they go to the free throw line, and he only makes one of them. And that's where I start to think that Ben Simmons isn't older mentally, because that's an easy dunk for Ben Simmons. 6'10", he can easily go up and dunk that, but I think that he's honestly scared to shoot it. And Charles Barkley summed it up best on his show. He said that you can't have a player that's scared to shoot and win a championship, which I absolutely agree with. And I think it's time to trade Ben Simmons. We've seen enough of him in Philly since 2016. Almost been about 4 or 5 years. And Ben Simmons hasn't improved at all. It's all a mental game right now. I believe that it's messing with him mentally. Like this whole series, his free throw shooting has been so poor. I'm going to pull up some stats that's going to absolutely, mind boggle you, and Ben Simmons has had the lowest field free throw percentage in single playoffs in NBA history. 34.2 for Ben Simmons, 37 for Shaq, and 38 for Wilt Chamberlain in 1968. Man, obviously, you guys seen in the clips I put in the beginning of the video, a lot of people, even Ben Simmons' own coach and all-star teammate Joel Embiid, are pointing fingers. Obviously, Joel said the turning point was when Ben Simmons didn't decide to go up with that layup and he decided to pass it to Matisse Thybulle. And then obviously, when head coach Doc Rivers was asked, can he be a championship point guard, he said he doesn't know, and he'll just have to discuss with Ben Simmons. But I think it's time to trade him. Like I said again, I don't see this process going anywhere much after this. Ben Simmons is broken mentally and he's scared to shoot. I don't know what's up with him. This whole series, Ben Simmons has been playing absolutely like garbage. I'm surprised that he was even on the court for 36 minutes. Obviously, it's so sad when you're paying your all-star guard like $30-40 million, and you can't even play him in the last minutes of a Game 7 closer because he's scared to shoot and can't make free throws. But aside from Ben Simmons, we have to talk about the head coach Doc Rivers, and some of the rotations last night were absolutely crazy. Why is Seth Curry only playing 31 minutes? He scored 16 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds, 3 for 5 from the three-point land. Curry didn't even play in the last couple of minutes in the fourth quarter. Joel Embiid, he had like 8 turnovers, but he did have a decent stat line, 31 points, 11 rebounds. Embiid can't do it all by himself. He needs some help, and Ben Simmons isn't there to provide that. Like, a lot of mishaps. Ben Simmons had to guard Trae Young, and then, that's the reason why Kevin Huerter had such a big game. 27 points, 7 rebounds, going 10 for 18 from the field goal. A lot of those points Kevin Huerter scored on were a much smaller Seth Curry or a much smaller player, Korkmaz, whenever he would switch, because Ben Simmons is guarding Trae Young, so that means a smaller guy is going to have to go on a 6'7" Kevin Huerter, and that's why Kevin Huerter honestly feasted. Now Ben Simmons is killing you defensively. Isn't that supposed to be the one big thing that he's good at and the only thing he's good at? But man, we didn't see Ben Simmons be aggressive at all this season. Not this season, this playoffs, he barely drove to the basket. I didn't see him, I see him passing up wide open fast break opportunities, which I would never expect from him. Obviously, his horrendous free throw shooting and is willing to shoot, it's just not all there. He's scared to shoot the ball. Everything about Ben Simmons this series is, not good, and I think it's time to split up. We've seen it. The chemistry is not meshing well between Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. There's never crazy, between the two of them, alley-oop plays or any real chemistry on the court forming between those two. And obviously now, Joel Embiid basically pointed Ben Simmons out in the post-game interview and said that the tipping point was when Ben Simmons didn't want to take the open dunk, and that's why they lost. But man, I don't want to stretch this video out too long. Comment down in the comment section, is it time to trade Ben Simmons? I personally think it is. It's time to trade him. Joel Embiid deserves much better. And as for Ben Simmons, no hate towards Ben Simmons, but he needs to develop a jump shot and his mental state needs to go into the positive direction heading into next season, or else it's going to just be even worse. And as for Doc Rivers, it's time to go, my friend. You're just not a good coach. You've lost so many Game 7s. The defensive assignments this series was absolutely horrendous. Playing Seth Curry only 31 minutes is absolutely ridiculous. And I could go on and make a 30-minute video, but there's just no point. I'd rather you guys comment in the comment section and let me know what's next for this 76ers team and what needs to be done before next season. But this is going to end off the video. For more daily NBA playoff content, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on the bell for more playoff content. And I'm out. Peace.